Darkness falls across the stream. The heads rise, pausing to protect humanity.
Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Focus. There we go. How's it going, guys? It is Friday. 1 week till January is over. Well, that means we got 1 week to actually make the game awesome. It's great. Good time. It also means that the first is on a Sunday, which means certainly I have till the second, in a sense. Unless I wanted to release it a day earlier, which I don't. So, yeah. The game will release on the 2nd. And, yeah, that means we have all next week to work on it. Good. The plan is, I believe we kind of finished up setting up everything we needed yesterday in terms of the UI stuff. I think we're done with that. Like oh no, the game over, so we're not done with. Right, we finished. Right, it took so long yesterday to do that stuff. We need to finish now. Do the nice fun stuff of the fun stats of the game over screen. Right, and then add control support for support for controller. I'm trying to think now. I have the menus. And I have the cards. I guess I'm gonna need to look into where maybe if you go to the second tab, you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the cards or press up to get to the buttons. Might need to do some custom navigation there compared to the normal navigation of going through all the cards. I'll figure something out. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Other than that, I posted some updates about the city stuff. Oh. Posted some stuff. That's the tutorial that's coming tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. God, no. Not tomorrow. Sunday. Yeah. So, yeah. I use a good mix of new PCG notes, PCG EX notes that I haven't used before. And, yeah. Good stuff like that. I probably should go in and set the normals on the buildings and some of these. I haven't done that, which is why the tops seem soft and weird like that. It's fine. Anyway, shall we jump in and get started with Gem? Oh, I love it. Okay, I love it when I hit play and the first thing I get is a error. Why do we have error? Why do we have a lot of error? Oh, this is game over navigation. We don't need this. Yeah, this whole navigation we don't need. Pretty sure? Okay, are we gonna be good? Let's find out. I mean, I guess I need to find out by actually turning on my controller. Controller time! Yeah, this still works. Yep, we're good. Hey, just get on. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Die! Okay, why are they none of them attacking me? Literally none of them are attacking me. Oh, now they're all attacking me. What happened to the AI there? Don't like it. Yeah, this still works. Okay. I can still go between the tabs. That still works. So what I'll need to do is figure out a good way of going between these cards on this tab and these buttons. How do you select these buttons with the controller? Maybe it will be just up, down, like here. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. For now, though, we gotta take care of this. I can hear them moving. Why do I hear them moving? Why do I hear them moving? The game should be paused. Hey folks, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Good. Let's just see what the hell happens when I ask it if it's paused. 'Cause like 2 notes before that, I said pause, so. Theoretically, I guess we can also get rid of that boss portal, so I don't forget. Yeah, they attack immediately here. Huh. I guess it was just the cash stuff. True. I don't hear them walking. It's because I hit escape. Because I hit escape, which doesn't do anything, it unpauses, which we don't want to do. Ah. I understand now. So what's happening is... Let's get designer. This is to collect the cards. I'm gonna need a few things. I need to disable the close as an option. Yeah, let's do a variable that says disable quit UI. Expose and spawn. And basically we'll just check if the UI is on, then we ignore it. and go right to the next one. And then we can go to here. I just need to expose it on here. Refresh. Promote. And then this also going to be instance edible. We don't need this one exposed on spawn. And here we can turn on disable quit UI. So, oh, also, go back in here, because it's going to be also in this widget. We need to do the same thing. Or as long as we're not doing that, we're doing here. And if we are, we bypass this and continue. Okay, so this should mean that when we die now and I hit escape, it shouldn't unpause and do all that stuff. You guys gonna... Okay, let them realize that they need to attack. There he goes. Okay. Escape. I don't hear anything. Don't hear anything. Yeah, don't hear anything. Cool. Escape does nothing anymore. Okay, all this still works. We cannot escape out of here, which means we can no longer unpause the game. These are the buttons. Yep, that works. Okay. Looking good. So, now that we have that, we were working on the stat screen. So this right here is what we're doing. So we need to get the run duration killed by right. I was going to do a map variable that's an enum and a float, but we cannot do killed by. I guess what I could do is do a map float, but when it comes to killed by, I would just get the information somewhere else, or get the information then as a new variable somewhere. Or I make it a struct. Probably should just make it a struct. Probably should still make it a struct with I kind of want to do like maybe a map variable and then a a text or something as a struct. So I'll still have the map variable and set things on it, but a map variable and a struct sounds like a pain. So maybe not. So maybe we do just do whatever it is. The only downside here is I can't loop on it. But I mean, I guess I don't really need to. Do I even need to go through all that trouble? I can just add this stuff manually. I don't need a loop on them because I just add them manually. There's no reason to automate it. It never changes. It's going to be static, consistent. So let's just add them. We'll also see how many fit. We can set the text on it. Let's do that. So right here we have, if it's currencies, we do this. But I guess on the other one, instead of doing this thing, we can just we can spawn them all ourselves. These are the currency collected widgets. Let's find out. Let's go, instead of you, going to add a, it's a vertical box. I mean, just an overlay, I guess. I don't really need anything. No, I need a vertical box. Because this itself is a vertical box, basically. I will need to give it. I need to give it a background color as well. Okay, no, you know what? In that case, we will do it all the way we were doing it before, but here on the event graph, we can do event pre-construct. Check if it is not currencies. It's a better way. Better way of doing this would be making a child of it. That's the better way of doing it. This is going to be game over statistics. And here we can go and class settings. Currency selected. So now here, theoretically, I can go and add the currency collected stuff. Yeah. Wrap with a vertical box. And then I need padding 10, but we do 0 on the bottom. So we just swap it out on the left here. Let's do you. Let's get rid of this. Paste. I will need to add a control for the number because the number needs to disappear on some of them. That's fine. Why do I generate a stat list on the currencies? Wait, currencies. Did I? We're going to need to test that after. So we have enough room to put 2 more. Easy. Yeah, that actually fits pretty well. Do I want to now give it a little more padding on top to make it actually fit really well then? So how much padding can we give it extra here to make it perfect? I mean, honestly, that's pretty good. So maybe we just add a little bit more to the sides then. I take a look at here, just looking at kind of this distance versus this distance. And that looks pretty good, honestly. Okay. That does mean that we need to adjust here to have this be 5 and 5. For consistency between them. Oh, and left and right is 15. Gotta have it be consistent. Consistency is key. Okay. So we need to make it so we can put in our own currency name, because if I type something in, oh, it works. Hold on. Does it work? Compile. Oh, it maintains. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. It's because normally it gets overwritten. Hey, Job Guy Rex, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Unconstructed said the visibility for show icon. Reconstruct. Yeah, why is this not running? That's interesting. Like, not the end of the world. You ain't cold weather this weekend? No? Maybe? I don't... Define cold. It's nice out. But I don't know, maybe for you it would be considered cold? I don't know. I think it's all, you know, relative in the end. How do I want to do this? Statistic run duration. That's the formatting I want to use. But they're all under statistic. So we have enemies killed. Damage dealt. Biggest single hit. Damage taken. I'll rearrange these afterwards. Options used. Level reached. Do I want XP earned? I could take XP earned, and if the number's too high, I can divide by 1,000 and add a K. So it wouldn't be as exact as it could be, but... Because there would be very, very many millions of experience, if not billions of experience. I feel like it's just too much. Let's do a level. Or earn, a level gained. Shop, currency. Acquired. I actually copied. Acquired. Selected. I don't think it matters. Cards. Wait, do I need one more? Wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 6, 7, 8, 9. What did I miss? Run duration. Oh, I didn't have the one that I killed by. Killed by. Okay. Let's fill these in. Enemies killed. Damage dealt. Biggest single hit. Damage taken. Potions used. Level gained. Level reached. Level reached. I don't know. I don't have a good one for that. I don't know what the shop currency is going to be called in the end, so I'm just going to say shop currency collected. Cards bought. And then killed by. So there's our stuff. Now, when it actually goes and we get the screen, it should not have those icons on the left. So let's confirm. Also, let me grab one of the meta progression stuffs. Never mind. Won't be grabbing anything. Just be crying deep inside. Hey, look, could not be restored. Why is that option ever there? It could never be restored. I don't think I've ever had that do anything, ever. Okay. What did we lose? Did I save, yeah, save shortly before then. But let's find out. Hey, 3D Developer Days, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh, you know, we're gonna be okay. Hello, Tucon 3D. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing well. Try this again. We just open the stream and see the thing crash right away. You five, you love it and hate it. It doesn't crash very often, thankfully. How am I doing? All right. It's doing better before this crash. I know. Who would have guessed? Okay, I said I needed to remove that, but I still haven't. I really need to remove that. Let's go grab ourselves the one item here. Okay. Go ahead and kill me, please. I'm looking at these guys. I'm thinking, like, maybe I don't want outlines. You outlines. I mean, this guy's outline is just broken. Like, maybe I don't want outlines, and maybe I just want. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, all the stuff is there. Why do I feel like I can use 2 more here? Oh, did the spacing get adjusted? Hold on. Because maybe that's, no, look. Why is this not the same? Anyone have an answer on this one? What shit's going on? What? Close some stuff I don't need right now. You. Don't need, no, we might need you. We will definitely actually need you. What? This is still set up the right way. Why does this fit so nicely? Huh? I totally just realized I also didn't look at the meta progression thing to make sure it's still working. But why isn't it consistent? Do I know how my memory works, by the way? I already forgot about that boss pull before because I lost sight of it. I'm the worst. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, where's my thing? And why is... Why doesn't this look like this? Shit. You should have currencies on. Maybe to do with the screen resolution. It's set to screen size. I'm doing full screen, so it should be the aspect ratio should be the same. It seems it does it in a different res. It shouldn't. It should be consistent in that regard. Should be. Clearly isn't, but should be. My only maybe guess here is If we come here, just edit this one. If I did this, right? It's off, clearly off. But maybe that will reset the setup. Maybe. Quick question, as a streamer, is it possible to disable ads? On Twitch, no. Hey, Mina, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. You guys are attacking this time. Right off the bat. Huh. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna come over here real quick. There it is. Okay, kill me. You like the 2D sprites in 3D world? I'm glad. Why does this have a light gray background on this? I feel like something didn't get right. This has the image behind it. Why doesn't this have the image behind it? As I'm just realizing. Eh? What? Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna set this image to like red. Yeah. Why is this different? I have it as the parent. Currencies collected. Did I not have it? Oh, I had it under as currency collected. Oops, I had it under this one. Well, no, that doesn't make sense either. No, that doesn't make sense either because I was right. I had it right. Why? Why? Okay, I'll just make it its own thing, I guess. Screw it. Common user widget. Yeah, reparent it. clearly doesn't matter. And I'll just copy this. Wrap with an overlay. Okay. Let's see if that helps. What's the game about? It is a roguelite deck building. Oh, deck builder somewhere else now. Action RPG. Crashing simulator. Imagine a combination of Binding of Isaac passive power-ups with an action RPG and a roguelite and yeah, and a deck builder. Why is it crashing? Yeah, here's the cards and bunch of power-ups, basically. It's Binding of Isaac style passive power-ups, but all done through decks and cards and things of that nature. You love decks. Good. Okay, kill me. Oh, why is this smaller than this? It's because of the image. That's what's going on. The image is what pushes it higher. Because this image is gone, it aligns itself. Got it. That's what's been causing this. That's why it looks different in here. Now I understand. So what I need to do then is most likely on here, when I do show icon, don't do collapsed, do hidden. Or I might need to do a size box. Because I have a feeling that all the text will be offset to the right by having it hidden and not collapsed. And that's what I think is about to happen, which we don't want. So I'll need to I'll think something. Yeah, this is pretty much exactly what I thought. So it fits down vertically, but we need to do something about this. So what we want to do is probably still have it be collapsed. But what we can do is add a not a divider. Common? No. Simple. Editor, panel, primitive. Spacer. add a spacer here. The size is 1. But we're going to make it the size of this, of the image, which is 50 vertically. Can I make it 0 and 50? So theoretically, by having this here, that is 50, it will hard keep this height, basically. But because I said the width to be 0, it won't offset anything else. I could offset it like the others 1 pixel if I really cared that much. I don't. But I think this will get us what the thing we want. So many mobs, so many projectiles. Okay, kill me. Yeah, we need to really reduce the amount of pack sizes. Or the amount of packs of mobs. There's just too many enemies. We really increased the pack size. Like 3x some of them. Yeah, there we go. So now this is the same height as this. Does that look the same? I think it is. I think just vertically it is, from the top it is a little bit less. But I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing we need to change here is the killed by. We don't want the X0, so we want to make it so it has the option of having text. So here, let's do a new boolean. This is going to be do I want to call it numeric stat? Let's do a numeric stat. And by default, it will be on. Nope. Actually, no, we don't need it here. We just actually need it here. Unless it will transform both. It will transform both into it. Okay, never mind. I did need it here. Okay. So if it is a numeric stat, then we use this. Otherwise, we need a new variable. This is going to be text stats. Value. Text example. So here we can come to this thing and turn off numeric. We need to get rid of that X. And there we go. Text example. So that's what it's going to look like when we have just text. Okay. So let's order these. How do we want to do this? Run duration, enemies killed. Let's do damage dealt and damage taken next to each other. Let's do biggest single hit below run duration, damage dealt, damage taken, enemies killed, biggest single hit. Level reached. Potions used. Is there a better thing than shop currency collected? I feel like shop currency collected is not very good. Cards bought I kind of like. What's a better fun stat to see at the end? We have biggest single hit. Small single hit doesn't matter because that's basically like a fraction of a hit on an AoE. You know what we could do? Instead of this, we could do biggest hit dealt and biggest hit taken. Or biggest hit survived. I think that could be cool. Yeah, let's do biggest hit survived. And this is going to be biggest hit dealt. I like that more. Now the run duration actually needs to be formatted differently. So actually this is not going to be a numeric stat. I'll make it be text. I'll just format it like time. Afterwards. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do was keep track of whether or not you got a PB basically, or like it's a record. Let's start with this for now, but I do want to potentially save this information and like say like, oh, like how high did you get? Because it's a new best of whatever. Because I think it would be nice. Okay, let's go ahead and let's start with run duration. So it should be relatively simple to set up. What we can do is let's open up the game instance. So we set game instance variables. We do this pretty much when we start the run. That I believe it just happens when we start the run always. Assuming that's the case, we can start the timer here. And we can end the timer when we get to the game over screen. And then it doesn't matter then if it is from death or anything, because that'll be nice and simple. So we have it here when we do check if it is the first level. So this is load next level. So if we're loaded the next level, this is the first level. That's when we do the reset. Yep. Game instance in save and load variables, we're doing this. Yep. And whichever one happens to be, if this is less than 1, so this gets set right away. A reset when we enter the hub. It'll get reset again at the end, but that's fine. We'll just overwrites the value. This happens on when we click exit out of the game over. Yeah. That's pretty much where we go. So that means that here we can store a runtime variable. Now, get game time in seconds. I'll store this.
Stream on life support until the demons are exercised.
I'll just do dungeon runtime start. So basically, we will store the time it was when we enter the dungeon, and then we will know the time when it's when we print the stats. One minus the other will get us how much it is in seconds. I need to look into. I think there should be a time format thing in Unreal, if I recall. We'll check that out after the ads. This should be relatively simple. I imagine most of the stats should be relatively simple. I also need to do a lot of you'll do a lot of functions just to like record, like a lot of saving and checking a variable basically for so much of this. That should be fine. Yeah. Level of reach will be whatever it is +1. Oh, I get. I guess the X doesn't make sense everywhere, does it? Level of reach should just be a value. Potions used X makes sense. Cards block X makes sense. Biggest hitter survive the X does not make sense. So we actually need a option to get rid of the X. Yeah. This is originally designed for just the collection stuff we find in the dungeon. Obviously, those you're collecting an X amount of them. So there it made sense. But now that we're doing a little more custom stuff, yeah. What's the best way of doing this? I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna get the name of the enemies and all that still. Can I do a select here? I can't. We'll just call this X quantity. It'll be on by default. Oh, whoops. This goes here. What needs to... I need to do this one. Here. So here it's true, so we have the X, and here, if it is false, we just get rid of the X. Oh. Hopefully that works. I believe someone was telling me that this actually works. Or I'll just go with the first one, I assume. Ooh. No. Does it need to be like 0? Yes. Yes, it does. Cool. So we can do that. And then we're good with you. Here, level reached. Oh, did I not expose it? I did not. It is not X quantity. Biggest hit survived, not X quantity. Enemies killed. No. It dealt no. I guess most of these are actually no. Potions used and cars bought do. Yeah. Actually, most of them were not X values. That's fine. The default still should be the default as it is because that is what we're using for the other stuff. Okay, so at the very beginning, we store game time in seconds here. And that means that we need to get information from that. Get dungeon run start time. Start time in seconds. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. We're just setting up the fun statistics and whatnot. So now on the game over statistics, on construct, get the game instance, get current, get dungeon. Yeah, this one. Dungeon run start time. Get get game time in seconds. One minus the other. I know, crazy math here. And then time span from seconds. So now we get to format it. We have days, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. Can I do... seconds to string. Make seconds to frames. No, I have this fun stuff. Is there no conversion here? You're excited to play the January build? Good. We'll see if it runs. It works by then. Don't worry, I have a chance to break everything. I swear there was a node that just converted it to a time format versus just giving me the integers here. Or I guess. Oh, make date time. Well, no. It's great. We're just gonna do a format text and just set it up ourselves. Hours. Minutes. Seconds. Hey, you're not getting anything more than that. If somehow your run has taken days, you've left it on. In which case, I guess it will just show a very long many hours. But it shouldn't need to do that otherwise. Run duration. Set. Hold on. Do I not have the... Oh, because it's usually created on construct. So let's make this a function. Populate stat value. And also, I need to expose some stuff on it. Well, I guess I don't. I should just set the text stat value. Set text stat value. Let's do this. You're even more excited to see me suffer while compiling? I don't know why you think I'm gonna have so much trouble compiling. It's not like there was a new Unreal version and updates to most of the plugins where certain things are already throwing me warnings or anything like that. I don't know why you would think there would be a problem for that. And let's see if this works. I need to get rid of this portal. How do I keep forgetting? I need to reduce the amount of spawners. There's too many mobs. I don't like the fact it says 0:0. Hold on, I think that's a thing I can edit. I'm pretty sure. Can't I modify that by doing to text? These are integers. And here I can specify minimum digits 2. Yes, use grouping. I don't know what the sign is, but just do this. And basically what we'll do is we'll just get 2 digits everywhere. Seconds will just be like 0:1, minutes will be like 0:1, and that'll be a lot better. And I do not need to localize this. Thank you. Pretty simple, though. We'll just check that once we go in, it will reset the time for the next run. There it is. Can you guys attack me? Thank you. Was that only 36 seconds? I guess it was. 36 seconds. But you can see here now we have hours, minutes, seconds. That's pretty good. Good format. So now if we run again, let's try to die faster to confirm that it works. Or I guess, I mean, as long as it doesn't seem like it's more than double, it'll clearly work. Can you guys... Here. Any more enemies? Kill me. Why is it so difficult to kill me sometimes? I need this to be done faster. There we go. 38. Okay, so it works. Because obviously this run didn't take 2 seconds. Okay, cool. So run duration works. Next. I'm just gonna do one of these, and I'll just collapse this. Collapse to populate run duration. Yep. Okay. Next one. Damage dealt. Okay. So, we can check. Well, first of all, let's get ourselves a variable for this. This is biggest player damage. Oh, that's not biggest. This is just total. Player damage dealt total. Okay, and we'll need to get the information from it. Player damage dealt total. That's fine. That's fine. So I need to return that. I also need to do another one that is going to be add to player damage dealt total. So we'll need this one, which will just go and add to it. I also need to make sure that I'm resetting this value when we reset the dungeon run. So, over here. There you go. Okay, so the way we could now add to it is all the damage goes through one place, thankfully. Is by going through. Now the damage taken. The one right before. Should I call them? No. Take damage. Oh, well, actually, it goes through multiple locations. Wait. No, there's actually going to many locations. So what we can do then is do it on the damage taken section. That would be better. Because we can go to the damage calculation section here. And then we can check. You have the damage dealer. Check if they're a player. If they are, then we need to do add to player damage dealt total. Get total damage. That goes in there, and then we just continue on as we were. Otherwise, oops, we'll continue on. Now, basically, we'll also do a check to see if it was the player who took damage as well. We'll do that after. But that should work now. So now for damage dealt. Wrong one. Yep. Populate stat value. And we need to do set quantity. So the quantity is going to be based off of get player and damage deal total. Oh, those are it prints. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Truncate it. Let's see if it works. Should be as simple as that, really. Right? I'm slowly pushing my stream deck further and further away from me as I use it. Okay, first, I'm going to do no damage to anything. They're just going to kill me. So it should say 0. Damage dealt 0. Good. Correct. Now let's actually hurt somebody. Yeah. 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 Die, die. Okay, kill me. You missed. Thank you. Why? Oh. It'll help if I plug it in. That's number 1, Prince Train. Number 2, I forget to plug it in. It's the most common things that happen here on this channel. Die, die, die. Okay. Now. Okay, now what's up? Okay, this time I plugged it in. What's going on? So it actually should have worked. I know I say that a lot, and it never works, but it should have worked. There's probably somewhere else I didn't plug it in that I'm just not thinking about. That's usually the case, as we've just seen. I thought, wait, it's not printing. Why is it not printing? Why is the damage dealer not the player? What? This should be the player. And I should have the player tag. Watch, I'm about to find out I'm an enemy. All this time. I was the enemy all along, and they were the players. It prints nothing? Wait, what? Okay, okay, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, I need this. Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. What is this damage? Am I actually using this damage dealer anywhere? Is this like an old variable that I've kept? On death, take damage. No. Not here. Yeah, see, I have the other one plugged into. So I swapped it to this, and I never removed the local variable, and that messed me up. Good job, past me. You're the best. I was about to say, but, you know, that means I'm improving, but I guess, no, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. Just because past me was stupid doesn't mean current me is not stupid, because I mean, it's very much stupid. Okay, so now it should work. Ow. Okay. You're stuck now. Just a problem. Ha. Well, it worked. Right, it worked. That number's gonna be very big. I feel it's gonna be like around here by the end. Because you're doing a lot of damage. And that was like 1.5 packs. It works though. Do I divide it by I mean, dividing it by 1,000 doesn't make sense because we'll see. Like, we'll try it out for a full like dungeon level and see how it is. But your damage is gonna go up. Because like thinking about like the bosses themselves, right, have like over 10,000 health. This was like a pack and a half. Or pack and something. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I'm just not gonna worry about it. We have plenty of room. Okay, next one. Do I need you open anymore? I don't think I do. Let's close you. Okay, next one is damage taken. Okay, game instance. So, yeah, player damage taken. Oh. And then add to player damage taken. Oh. I know, crazy values here. So here we pretty much do something very similar. Damage taken total is if it's false. Because if it's the damage is not the player, then he's the receiver. That's pretty much the only way it goes. Because the enemies cannot damage other enemies. Player damage taken total. Oh, this needs to be damage taken. And then grab you. And we should be good. Right? Spin out. This will include overkill damage at the end. It's fine. I don't see a problem with that. You guys missed. Suck. How did I one-shot the champion on that one? Damage dealt 20, damage taken 0. Wait. Oh. So the damage... No, but the damage taken wouldn't have been right either way. Either. Huh? Because that shouldn't have been 20... None of the numbers should have been 20... What? Okay. Nani? ¿Dónde? That's where. Burn, baby, burn. I think damage take is not working quite right. What's going on? Oh. I did stupid. Notice the difference? It's I mean, I got like nearly an hour and a half of a stream left. I'm doing this shit. Good job, man. Good job. Good. It helps when you add the value instead of just setting the value. Thankfully, finding the biggest value will be should be very simple. We'll just honestly just do that next. I don't know if it's next in line, but kill me. Because you're all missing. I'll go to another group. Oh, perfect. Lots of enemies now. There we go. That's more accurate. I dealt 210. Took 105. Perfect. So let's do biggest hit dealt and biggest hit survived. Those two are easier to do. Because we're basically reusing the same values. Or the same stuff. So here we can do when damage dealt. So we just need to have a damage dealt total, dealt max, and taken total, taken max. And it's the dealt one, taken one. So all we need to do is grab both and just do a max float between that and the incoming value, and that just gets populated. All right, easy peasy. Sure, it's reset when we need to be reset. And I might as well kind of just put it as gets here. Player damage taken. Instead of total, we'll just say get player damage taken. And also return damage take. It'll return a total and a max. And then here, get player damage dealt total. It will be total and max. So total. Taken max and dealt. No, wrong one. Dealt. Total max. That just makes my life easier. We can do this and then grab ourselves this is what's it called? Get statistics, damage, not dealt. Hit. Statistics, biggest single hit. There we go. That's the one. And then in the damage dealt, similar thing. Guess it is biggest single hit survived. Letting you. To you. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all we need. To have those two now populate. I like easy stats. Easy, but kind of nice to see. I really need to get rid of this free portal. I'm forgetting. Every time I say it, I still forget. Okay. That's enough. Damage dealt 1,222. Damage taken 107. Biggest hit dealt 41. Biggest hit survived 97. Biggest hit survived was 97? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I did not fight anyone that should be able to do that much damage right now. Did I? I don't think I have increased those enemies' damage. Hold on, did I do bad? Max? No? Oh. Let me just double check. Like, I know there's a champion there, but I don't think the champion's supposed to be doing 97 damage. He's supposed to be doing like 70 something damage. Unless he's like the skeleton ones, the little skeleton ones with the... Those I know I've increased the damage on. There we go. These guys don't do a lot of damage. They also don't fire far enough at their range right now, because I slowed down their projectile, so they don't fire nearly as far. Yeah, it needs to be adjusted. But these are small hits, basically. Death by, well, not very many. Oh. Occasionally will melee if you get close enough. That's a rarity. Just kill me. Please. Okay. Biggest hit survived 30. Okay, no, it's working. I guess. Oh, hold on. Its biggest hit survived. Ooh. Not biggest hit received. So, if I wanted to do biggest hit survived, that would be different. Because right now, if you're at 5 health and take 100 damage, you will have 100 as your biggest hit survived, but you didn't survive it. It's actually right now doing biggest hit received. If I wanted to do biggest hit survived, when I do the damage taken, I need to check if I survived. Wait, what am I editing right now? Add to damage, player damage, taken total. Yeah. So here, right, later on, I check if it is, if I get this. So really, it's back here that I need to do it. So instead of doing this here, we do it over here. So here we're already checking if we survive or not, so we'll just be able to reuse that. If I survived or not. This is checking if my health, this is checking if I died, really, not survived. So I don't want to do a not, so let's do a change to died. Because this is checking if I died, not if I survived. Okay. So if I died, then we don't do this. We don't set the value. That's all. All right. I died. Nothing. If I wanted to store now, player damage taken, I'll rename this to survived max. If I wanted to do something where I store how much damage I've taken or the biggest hit I received in one go, I could do that. But that's not what we were after. Also, I just realized my controller's still on, so might as well use it. There he goes. Pew! Pew, 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 pew! Ooh, I can't. Biggest hit dealt was not. Is my hit surviving a hit dealt backwards? Is that what's going on? Because those guys don't do a lot of damage. Yeah, player damage taken. Damage taken. Biggest single hit. Damage dealt, total. Damage dealt, max. Wait. Damage dealt, so this is the biggest hit survived. No. These are backwards. This is received. This should be here. Okay, and this should be here. God damn it. I didn't manage that one. Taken. There we go. I was like trying to figure out like what's going on with my values. Like, am I doing that little damage? That doesn't seem right. I was like, how did the enemy do 97 damage? That now it makes sense. I did 97 damage in one single hit. That was my biggest value. Which is that hit. The one thing it does not account for, and I don't really have a way of accounting for it, is if you do multiple hits. But it does say a single hit, not if you're hit multiple. I mean, I guess a single. I don't even know how I would go about tracking that one. I don't think my system would allow it. That kind of tracking. Right, because if you hit multiple enemies, in a sense, your hit has done your one attack. Your one attack has done more than whatever it is. I don't think that's going to be easily done. So I'm going to just change what it says here. I don't love it, though. I don't love changing the name what it says. Biggest hit dealt on a single enemy. Like, I don't love that. The problem is, right, with my setup, I just do a trace, and then, right, the damage gets sent to everything. But it's like I'm keeping track of the things that were traced, and then who got traced on, how much damage was distributed. I don't keep track of any of that. So, like, I did a lot of damage there, but it's basically going to show me that I did 600% of my base, which should be 60 damage in a single hit. Yep. Biggest hit on a single enemy is 60. Is there any way of getting that info? Because I feel like I kind of want that. I can change the, I can change the naming slightly to biggest single hit dealt. Probably better, like, verbiage. But it could be imply like it's also on multiple enemies. It's a single hit on multiple. Let's try biggest single hit. At least it looks a little better. What's the alternative? Is there any way to do it? I would need to also do it on no, because it would be hell on earth. I'm just gonna keep it like this. It's like a wishful thing, I think, for later, but it's not going to change the enjoyment of the game. So down the line, if I end up wanting to implement it, maybe by that point I would have implemented something else where I would need that information anyway. For now, though, I think we don't like kill ourselves over it. The next one to track is enemies killed.
It's so Twitch to keep the lights on and the layoffs coming.
The ASMR voice is always funny to me. Well, as we're going, I'll be right back. I'm back. Enemies killed should be just a matter of incrementing an integer after we check if it is a player that is going to the death thing on the damage taken. This should be relatively easy to keep track of. Well, reach should be easy to keep track of. Potions used. Yeah. The one that I'm going to have trouble with is the killed by, I think. Because I don't really store the name. I mean, I guess I store it... I kind of store it in the file name, but that's not a great... It's like not formatted. And I feel like I'd want to almost... Would I need to localize it? Probably. I probably want to localize it too. We'll figure something out. Might need to add a variable to our characters that stores this info. Okay, let's go enemies killed. Let's do, duplicate this. Let's add to enemies killed. This is going to be an integer. I don't need to. Actually, it doesn't need any inputs. And then get enemies killed. And this is just going to return me an integer of enemies killed. You're going to statistics. And this just needs to do enemies killed, increment, and we reset it. Okay, so here, damage taken, right? So here it's death. I do not have a check for the player. So, but I am checking it already here. So I'm going to just store that. Player damage dealer. So if this is true, then we know it's the player who's the damage dealer. So here, on death, if it's the player damage dealer, then add to enemies killed. Otherwise, carry on. Ah. Nice and easy. And then here, we just need to basically grab you. Get enemies killed. Oh, we don't need to truncate this one. This is just an integer. Very nice. Get enemies killed here. Yep. That's just a quantity, and we're good. Nice and simple. I like nice and simple. Gotta remove. I'm moving the freaking thing after the portal. I keep forgetting about it. This, when my brain stops functioning, that's how it is, by the way. Like, I'm trying to learn Japanese, for example, and I will read it. I will read the description. I know the word, I know everything, and then, like, I will close it. I will say another word, and then I will immediately forget the word. That's just how I am when end of the day and my brain's like, no, you're done thinking now. Go relax. No more learning. Stop it. Enemy skill 33. There you go. Nice and simple. Anyone was keeping track? Was that accurate? I assume that's accurate. We'll try one more time just to keep a little closer eye on. See if I can get like a specific number. That seems like it's working. I'm mostly just glad I figured out something to put on the game over screen. Okay, there should be around 7 to 9 of these guys that we just killed. Okay. As long as that number says 7 to 9, we're good. Yep, 9. Cool. Because that's the range of how many you could spawn of those, of like the weakest ones. So that was the biggest pack. So, yeah, 7 to 9, good. 31 seconds, damage dealt 720, biggest single hit dealt, biggest hit survive. Okay, next up, level reached. So that is actually done on the stats one. So here, this. So if we go here, ooh, can we just use the current card require modifier? What? Hold on, what is this one for? What am I actually using this for? Is this an old node that a variable that I don't need anymore? It is literally just being used here. I think it's from the previous setup that we redid. And why does it take so long? Oh. Apparently, I have a few. I can delete now. Sweet. Okay. But every time this happens, basically, I get a new level. So what I could do is, give instance. Right. We'll add a enemy's killed. We'll add a new variable. This is going to be current level. Do I need to set it? I guess I do need to do add to current level. Increment. I'm just gonna make it so the current level by default is 1. Which means I also need to make sure it's 1 here. It'd be awesome if you had a default set on a variable. It would default to setting it to that value. Like, I know, like, probably would make it more difficult in some scenarios. I feel like a lot of times when I want to resetting the value is what I want to do. I think it makes sense where it defaults to 0. Yes. I need to get current level, current player level. Let's make it specific. Player level, add to current player level. Okay. This is reached. Okay. And that should be done. No. I didn't actually set it up. I almost didn't plug it in again. God. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? I don't know. So, it should basically say 1 unless I go out and kill a lot of mobs. So I guess let's go out and try to kill a lot of mobs and survive this. And try to get to... I mean, I could change the requirement. I'll do it after this. We'll make sure it prints 1 by default. And then we'll change the requirement. Level reached 0. Why is it 0? Why is it 0? How many times has it been the stream? How many times? Oh, yeah. Okay. We adjusted the experience requirements, so now I can actually test the multiple levels as well. Yep, there you go. So I'm in next level, right? Because I got a card there. There. Right to unlock. Got 2 to unlock. So it should say I'm level 3. Yeah, level reach 3. Cool. Next up is potions used. Let's set this back. It's supposed to be. Okay, so potions used. Should be relatively simple as well. Add to potions used and get potions used. My nose itches. Someone's talking shit about me again, aren't they? God damn it. Every time. Do I do the check on the player? I don't remember. Or do I do it after? Let's find out. Potion. As long as it's not on this one, we do direct drink health potion. And as long as all of this is true, so it won't use it if... Ooh, max health. Oh, max health, no, we're keeping max health this thing. I was thinking of max XP. We're good. So here, we do this. health. So right here, after this, I need to do it. Yeah, I mean, since active potions used. Potions used. This one actually starts at 0. Potions used. Okay. Oh, no, not a function. Not a function. This needs to be a little reach now. Potion one. And we're good. Theoretically. This one should have been relatively straightforward. Add a number. Get the number. Print the number. Crazy, I know. I forgot about the boss portal, by the way. There you go. Okay, use potion once. Yep. Oh, why is this potion used twice? Oh, because I duplicated. I duplicated the current level, which starts at that. Also needs to be reset. Do I want to do... Should it be a X number, X value? Potions used. Hard spot. Do any of them... I mean, maybe just remove the X from all of these. Like, I feel like it makes sense on the collection ones. I have a certain number, but I don't know. I just remove all. It's not hard to go with one or the other, so it's fine. Okay, next up, cards bought. It should also be relatively simple. Harder to check, but should be relatively simple. Let's go with add to cards bought and get cards bought. So what we need to do, let's set up this stuff first. Take care of this first. Make it easy. Count. So whenever I go into the UI stuff. Where's the shop? No, not that shop. Wait, where's it? Not meta progression. Not custom drop down cooldowns. Card locks, that's where it is. Shop. So on card selected. So this is where we're buying the card. So assuming all of this is true, modify player. Sorry, modify player experience. That is not quite right anymore. Okay, that needs to change because I'm going to be taking experience as well from the player. We don't want to take experience. We don't want to take the currency. Add to what did I just call it? My brain's not brain. Add to cards bought. Okay, so we don't want to do this modify player experience. I want to do modify shop currency amount. Sure, we'll just call it that. Do I have it open? Oh, yeah, there it is. So instead of modify experience, which gives me units of blood, I just need to do modify units of blood. So all I need to do is go to the player because it should only happen in the player. Interfaces, character info. I guess it's fine to grab it from the parent. Because I'm still getting it from the player in the end. Yeah, so it's fine to put it here. Character stats, mod you. Now, is this doing negative already for me? Yes. This is remove shop currency after purchase. Yeah. So that should work now. We just need to swap this one out to modify shop currency. And again, because it's off the player pawn, we don't need to worry about it being on the parent, where that's also apparent to all the enemies and all that. So theoretically now it should work. The question now becomes is how much currency am I getting? Let's do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to get rid of the boss portal. And you may be thinking like, oh, wow, he finally is doing it. Only reason I remember to do it just now is because I'm going to be replacing it with a shop portal. So... I need to figure out the cost that I need the cards to be in the level. I need to figure out how much experience roughly you get and how much you think should cost. Because right now they're going to be way too cheap, for sure. Let's go to... Oh, I need to do a few things to actually get this to work properly. First of all, let's just bypass this, so we just get the full amount. Second of all, I'm just gonna give myself a ton of XP because it's gonna make my life easier for this test. So I can level up and get I guess I don't need the XP. I just give myself the cards. Yeah. I really need the currency though. The normal way of getting the card is XP, but I have a button for that. So I really just need the currency. I also need to put something in the shop that tells you that it still opens it when you can't have, like when you haven't populated anything in it, right? Because right now up top, right, you can see there, nothing's in the shop pool. So really, it should still open. It just have nothing in the shop pool. Okay, I got obliterated there. Let's try one more time. I didn't have a chance. Need to adjust something. I need to make them not spawn so close together as well. There's a bigger, like, wider area. Okay. Okay, how much do I have? Okay, I have 180 behind me. I don't think that's enough. I can get some health. Temporary vulnerability. Armor. Okay, so this is the shop. Yeah, everything costs freaking 300. Die! No. I gotta use the potion. Wow. Okay, let me I'm gonna divide by 0.1 at 100. So just multiply it basically. Okay, how much do I have? Oh, that's better. I have 3,300. Let's go shopping. Let's grab some stuff and okay. When I'm here, I don't have a large card preview to see what the curses are. Right, normally I'm putting them on the large card preview, but these already are based on the large card preview. So I actually need to make them appear on these as well. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. And now I guess kill me. It should say 3. You missed. Try again. They're shooting over me. I need to adjust the hitbox and everything. Cards bought 0. Why? Why is cards bought 0? Wait. Did I even plug the damn thing in? Nope. God damn it. Oh. What was this? Potions used. Okay, let's try this again. I did everything. Everything. Except plug it in. I can only laugh at myself. Ow. Should have, yeah, 2,400. I got plenty. Okay, I used the potion too. Let's go ahead and unlock some cards. Okay. Right, they all cost freaking 300. It is removing it from the top. You can see there I have 1,800, and I executed. I have 1,500. So at least like that part is working. Just the amount things cost and the amount I'm gonna gain needs to be calculated and adjusted. Okay, I need you guys to kill me. Please and thank you. So everything should populate with some number, basically, up to the whatever I was killed by. Cards bought 3. Potions used 1. One thing I just realized, I don't specifically state, at least on the right. On the left is statistics, and the top it says statistics, right? But the right column is, like dungeon loot or run loot or something like that. I should put a title there probably. But everything else is working. We just need to figure out how to do that, to do the killed by. It's pretty good. Save it. Honestly, that's pretty good. let's do populate card spot. Oh. Okay. So. I'm going to need to put it in a way that is the exact size of this. So that way the next one lines up. Okay. Let's do wrap with vertical. You are going to fill. Dip text, there's the text. So this will be I'll probably just use the game over static here as well. Probably fine. Dungeon run spoils. It's not great. I'll have it be in the middle, and then we'll wrap this with a size box. And then we can tell the size box, height override. So this image is 50. I believe I have like 10 padding, so I think it might be like 70. I guess if this lines up, oh, but it has an extra 5 padding here. That's gonna be tough to line up. Oop. Wrap with an overlay, and we'll drop in image background there as well. Why is it? That's the. Ah. No? Uh-huh. Okay. That's fine. We just do these. Just a little bit of a color difference. Okay. The question now becomes, if I was to event pre-construct, is it gonna line up? Okay. Okay, that's not gonna work. What about event pre-construct here? And then no. Right, because it gets the information. Okay, fine. Let's go pick something up in the world and actually try this properly. I just realized what UMG reminds me of. UMG reminds me of old school HTML, where you would basically make a box or something, and then you have to then cut the section up into smaller boxes, and basically, and then fit your images in those. So, dear God, this one has a lot of enemies. I don't remember where I put the collection thing on here, but yeah, we really need to adjust how many spawn. You know what? I think it's over here. Nope, never mind. I'm just gonna continue on. Okay, there should be one on the lower level. Just let me down. Let me down. There it is. Okay. I survived far enough to grab one. Okay, so we do need to have it drop a little more. Maybe like 5 pixels. Because that's, yeah, probably like 5 pixels or something. Yeah, that seems about right. And actually what we can do here is on this rich text box, you can wrap this with a size box. And then we can go, oh, not size box, scale box. Scale box. Either specified. Yeah, let's make it bigger that way. Yeah. I think that's a lot better. Yeah. Obviously, things will look better in the end, whenever that will be. But for now, I think that's relatively clean. Let's do another quick run to just see if that lines up, but I think that should be about right. I might also shrink the top section, but give a more of a padding for the actual section. Assuming it lines up now, and then we can just go plus or minus, whatever it is. Which one is this? Oh, this is the same large one. Oh god, oh god, oh god, there's so many. Oh no. It's not designed for this many mobs. I don't remember where I put the collectible. Oh. Okay, go ahead and kill me. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. So I think, I mean, honestly, it's okay, right? Here's this distance and this is the same. And lines up here. So honestly, I think we'll just keep it like this. So Dungeon Run spoils will go here. The most I'm planning to, I think right now, have 6 floors in the end. I think originally I was thinking 10, but I think we're going to do 6 that are better. And then have maybe variations of bosses within the floors. Like Binding of Isaac has, like, you can have different bosses show up. And I'd rather have like variations of bosses that have different abilities and things of that nature that we populate inside of 6 floors or however many. And then you always have one meta progression thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have it go up to here if you ever make it to the final boss in one run. Generally speaking, you have 2 extra slots here that could have extra stuff in it. Those are stuff that we can, always add for collectibles from the dungeon if you so wish. We got 2 free slots basically. So yay. Monday we will figure out what the hell to do about this killed by. I really like the killed by, but at the current moment I don't have a way of knowing who was killed by. Like I could put it as a gameplay tag, but it doesn't do spaces. And might want to do special characters, so I need to reformat it. So most likely what I need to do is base stats. Put the name under base stats. I can put it under character info, honestly, if it will let me. Oh, but there's no single character info. I guess I could put it as a variable. I could put it as a variable under character info. That's just character name. Type text. Just do that, honestly. There we go. Problem solved. We'll set it up later. Hey, Leo, welcome in. Came in right at the end. Hope you're doing well. You finished wall run, teleport, jetpack, and both lateral dash, aim dash. Nice. That was me. I think I have a basic system of infinite ammo and magazine size. Well, if there's infinite ammo, there's no magazine size. Right. In a sense. I mean, it depends on the kind of game you're making. Some games do not have reloads. Others do. You can also make it so some guns don't have reloads. And some do. It all depends on the kind of game you want to make. If you want to make something like a bullet hell, there's probably no reloading. But if you want to make something that's more of like you're using actual guns, you probably want reloading. as you do with actual bullets. I mean, yeah, if you're using, it all depends on what kind of guns or weapons you're using. If you're doing even a remotely realistic, then you need to. You want to do energy weapons? Energy weapons overheat. So you don't have to specifically have them have a magazine size, but maybe they have a heat bar that when you get to it, you can just not shoot and it will cool down. So it's just a slightly different mechanic for energy weapons. But I think that's a pretty common one for like stuff like that. So you can effectively add in a reload time equivalent, you know, in terms of someone cannot shoot for a certain amount of time. So yeah, there's ways around it. You got this. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. But new City Gen video coming Sunday. I post about it everywhere. If you haven't seen it, I feel like you're intentionally not trying to see it anywhere. In which case, I won't spoil you anymore. But new City Gen Part 2 coming Sunday. I mean, I say it's a Part 2, but it is also a standalone video showing how you could set it up with any splines anywhere. It doesn't have to be in this specific, you know, setup. So, yeah, should be good. I'll get that all recorded and everything tomorrow, as always, and go from there. And Monday, we will continue and setting up the last thing, which is the character name that should work to be displayed. Not character name, the enemy name, right? That killed you. And control and navigation. I need to go finish studying Japanese for the night, as I always do at night. With freaking WaniKani, I'm gonna make so many mistakes. My percentage correct is gonna be probably in the 20s at this point. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you all on Monday. Take care. Bye.